Hi everybody, welcome once again to Lightning TV. It's the second game back after having such a long break, and it's real action this week. Cup action against the visiting London Raiders. Let's go and check out the action. And off we go straight away. It's an early touch for James in the Raiders net. It's Brandon Stones who starts the game, unsurprisingly for Lightning this evening. The attack down the left-hand side for the London side. Just breaks and bobbles off the stick. And off the stick of Nags there. Chamberlain just tries to get it clear. Pounding down for the face-off alongside the attack, who wins the face-off. Just pushes it off the board. Chamberlain picks that out of the air. Bowers. Up against Scott this time.
Oh.
And now there's an opportunity. The attack on his own. Goes for the shot. Gets in this time round. Hits the pipework, but this time it stays in the net. And with 6:21 to go in the first period.
It's a good shot.
Raiders take the lead. And to be fair, they're probably good value for that. Good effort, cleared the zone well. The attack straight down the left-hand side. And Stones was caught in two minds, I think, because there was an option for the attack on the right-hand side.
Unlucky. And a guy like Piatek, he's not going to miss those very often, is he?
He's going to take his chances, isn't he? Stones going back for another stick. A few seconds count before the buzzer to end this first period.
Set someone up for a one, or get Bobby behind Cowles.
Got to do something, haven't they?
Yeah.
Raiders aren't going to score from it.
They'll set him up right behind Cowley here. Yeah. Just like last week.
So Cowles has got to win the face-off, which does. Bobby fires it through traffic, and great save there, right on the buzzer. Almost came off the Lightning there. But at the end of the first period, it's AIB Milton Keynes Lightning 0. London Raiders 1. So here we go. Second period here at the Milton Keynes Arena. Possession is with the Raiders straight away, with Connolly right in the neutral zone, straight down the middle. Looks to get a shot away. Griffin just dips his leg and he scores! It's gone 5-hole on Brandon Stones. I'd imagine that's a goal that Brandon would want back. Didn't appear to see it. But Connolly picked it up in the neutral zone, skated through. Griffin tries to parry the first shot, but it fortunately rebounds back, and Stones is beaten just in front of his near post. So Raiders, from the off, double their lead. It's Lightning 0, Raiders 2. Ralph, shot comes in, right, pad saved by Stones. Just under 12 minutes to go in this second period now. Talbot once again. The one thing that Raiders are doing really well is defending numbers. That's a great goal. Sam Talbot that time from Lee Jamieson over on the left-hand side. So Lee Jamieson does indeed get his point for tonight. It's an assist. Well-worked goal. Really well-worked goal. 11:47 to go in the second. Just comes across, just gets away from a Raiders stick, and Talbot's there, back door. And beats James down low. And as you say, Liam, you do that kind of stuff, eventually things start happening.
Get people in the net. Now this next shift is big for these young guys here. Just get the puck deep, hit guys, move the puck.
I'm at a really impressive age. Penalty coming on that play. Oh, now this will be interesting because Norris is obviously gone. I just think, why not just drop the gloves? Get it over and done with.
I think so.
Because that's going to continue when they come out now, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. There's so much that isn't over here as well, which is unfortunate. But Wendy's is good. When I was playing junior, didn't see that one.
Shot come in. Right, so penalties. Ralph gets 2 minutes roughing. Norris gets 2 minutes cross-checking and 2 minutes for roughing. So it's 2 plus 2 for Sean Norris with 25 seconds to go in the period. Shot comes in once again. I think it was Chamberlain who was down prone trying to block the shot, but it skipped over him. 45 seconds remaining on the Raiders power play. Chamberlain with the all-important stick in again. Good work that from Bobby Chamberlain.
Go for it.
And just as Jameson starts his skate, a few words between Chamberlain and Dan Scott there on the buzzer. As we go in at the end of the second period, the score is the AIB Milton Keynes Lightning 1, London Raiders 2. And it's Russ Cowley and Piatak down for the face-off. Don't forget to keep your tweets coming in at Lightning TV. That's at Lightning TV, or use the hashtag Lightning TV. Send us some tweets, pics of where you're watching the game today. We do look like a good living room picture here on Lightning TV. And any questions you got from Liam Stewart? If you've been watching the game, you know pretty much he'll answer anything within reason. Opportunity now, Chamberlain. This comes off the stick of Dan Scott from James Griffin. Chamberlain providing the forecheck down there. Good work by him, but Baldock with the puck now. Ransom with him, letting support. Baldock will get the shot away into the leg and stick of James Griffin. Baldock again. This time Griffin will look to get it away. Barry will pass it square.
Oh!
Raiders with players over there. The puck is still free, but Stone sees it in front of him, and this time round, I think it's Griffin. I don't know what James Griffin was doing there, but trying to get the Raiders player away from his netminder. Ranson it was who went in low on Stones. Griffin and Baldock having a bit of a tussle.
You can see Romford are really looking to hold on to the lead here. They got 3 guys high.
Yeah,
well, obviously you do with your D, but
3 guys not booming past the blue line.
That's
a brilliant goal! Straight through the middle. What a way to react! Romford hung their 3 men deep on the blue line. Talbot still got through. Brilliant goal. 11:07 to go. Picks up the puck, just digs it through. Goes through, backhand. Brilliant goal from the Lightning, 98. Adds to his tally from last week. And that levels the game, of course, 2 apiece.
All right, what do we got here?
So, centre ice once again. Baldock this time drops it to Sylvester. Wrist shot coming up, and Stones was there, and it's in the net. Stones made the initial save.
Yeah.
It just bobbled out.
Let's see that.
Unlucky for Brandon Stones. I don't think there's a great deal he could have done with that one.
Just a broken play.
Sylvester, I don't know whether it took a deflection, but he went through, and yeah, it's one of those pucks that just bobbles loose.
Yeah.
They happen. It happens every now and again. So Lightning find themselves a get behind once again. Raiders 3, Lightning 2. And a great game, the Raiders netminder. 22 years old, born in London, Ethan James.
Oh, put it, yeah. Oh.
Just lifted over. Under 2.5 minutes to go now. What can Lightning do? Can they get themselves back into this game? Cup game, of course.
Yep. Come on, Eddie.
Shot comes in, there's a goal!
There you go.
And it is indeed Bobby Chamberlain! Great goal from Lightning. He waves his hands in the air to get the crowd going. Great noise inside this arena with 2:11 to go. Picks it up again. Brilliant goal.
Yeah, good pass from Eddie there too, and Bob's not going to miss many of those.
And that'll give Eddie Landsberg loads of confidence as well, won't it? Because like you said earlier, it's great play, great hands.
Yeah.
Great noise inside this arena now as the MKL Barmy Army chant rings out as it does for the last 2 minutes of every game. Green.
Come on, boys.
Just under half a minute to go. Talbot gives it to Jameson. Jameson now fires it on that. Talbot can't quite get a touch. But Green's arriving late. Gives it back to Talbot. Takes it on his skate initially. He ends up behind him. 16 seconds to go. Puck's trapped down on the boards. 10 seconds to go. Talbot again. Chamberlain waits in the middle. Puck can't quite get to him. 5 seconds to go. All the way back down. And the buzzer goes at the end of the game. 3 apiece. And we have a little bit of overtime.
Oh, exciting. I mean, you know, Cowles and Bobby are always going to be good, and Nagsy's a good player, but I think this is a time where Sammy and Sean, where their speed really shines, their speed and skill really shines. So it'll be, unless these guys finish it quick, but I think it'll be good to see those two out there for sure.
But straight away, I mean, you got Sean Norris, Sam Talbot, and Lee Jamieson. They're ready to come on.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know, so they're going to be replacing this line, obviously.
And all 3-on-3 is mainly just about puck possession. If you don't have anything, just take it back. Let's see it. Let's see the speed. Let's see the speed.
This is where they really start going. Now you can see the pace straight away, straight through, and that's brilliant defensive work. That's a goal! Sean Norris wins the game for Milton Keynes Lightning.
There it is.
In overtime. That's where the difference comes in straight away.
That's it. You see those first 3 steps he took over the red line, he just beat that guy wide. And he didn't score on that play, but good goal. Good game.
I mean, initially it was brilliant defensive work down low by Raiders. It really was. Got a stick in there, did just enough to put him off. But as soon as he's turned around, he's just thought there's a gap there.
Definitely.
He's gone down low and he's beaten Ethan James. And I'll tell you what, Ethan James has had an absolutely blinding game.
Yeah, he was, I think, personally, probably man of the match for me, just because he's kept the boys in there for sure, and deserves all the credit, definitely.
Well, an absolute fabulous end-to-end game with Lightning coming out on top in overtime, of course. And after the game, I caught up with both head coaches. Sean, you'll be disappointed to come away with a loss there because there were big periods of that game when you probably thought you had that.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we played defensively well for the first 50 minutes. We've been struggling to find our scoring sticks for the last few games. It will come, but I think a few opportunities missed, cost us the game really, but 2 short bench teams just going hell for leather at each other.
It was an end-to-end game, wasn't it? There was just so much open play, and there was going to be no decision on the scoreline until very late in that game, into overtime.
No, definitely. I mean, a little bit upset that we gave away that 3rd goal. Our guy kind of switched off a little bit. We're just giving up pucks too easy, but like I said, for 50 minutes of that game we were composed. Last 10 minutes we were just like headless chicken and we were panicking, but that's what happens with young teams. They've got to find that bit of composure.
Special mention to Ethan James in your goal tonight, because that's as good a net minding performance as I've seen for a long time. Some brilliant saves there.
Yeah, I think we've got a nice 1-2 duo. We've got a young guy that played really well last week. I think that's a good healthy competition between the 2 goalies now to really cement their spot.
Yeah. Good to see Tom Relf as well. Some great movement down the left-hand side. You know, creating plays, making things open up for you as well.
Yeah, no, Relf has been fantastic for us. He's no frills D-man, and that's exactly kind of what we signed him for. But he's making really smart decisions on the puck and just dependable in D.
Brilliant. Well, Sean, thanks very much for talking to us. Really appreciate it. Safe journey home tonight.
Thank you.
Cliff, at times tonight that was a scrappy game, and the puck was seen to be bobbling all over the place for both teams. But you got to be really satisfied to pick up that overtime win again.
Yeah, like it was a lot of character, I think, to come back in that game. Like, let's not beat around the bush. That was ugly for at least 40 minutes, really. Yeah. The first period was, I hope, as bad as we'll play all season. Second period, we got a little bit of a foothold in the game. And then third period, obviously, we started seeing glimpses of what we're all about. We took that momentum into overtime.
It's really tough though, isn't it? You got to juggle the lines around. You got so many players missing. It was tough to see what you could actually put together tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have a single line out there that's practiced together. You know, we've had a couple of guys late that have not been able to make it tonight for one reason or another. You know, I've got a defenseman playing up on one line. I've got my 36-year-old assistant coach who hasn't played for a long time playing up on the other line. And you know, everyone just had to dig in and just do what they could, just do their bit. You know, chip in, chip out, make sure you're staying above the puck. And I think for the most part in the third period and overtime, that's exactly what we did.
I've got to mention Ross Bowers. You just spoken about him then, because he's not going to shy away from anything. He's stood up tonight. He's got himself on the ice. He's put on a shirt and everything else. And he had an opportunity late in the game to put the puck in the back of the net. And even the noise from that really near miss, he went bananas. I mean, if he'd have put it in the back of the net tonight, the roof of this place would have come off, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would have. I think I had a joke with him that if he scored tonight, his celebration was going to be going straight through that gate over there and into the locker room to get changed. But he did everything he could tonight, and he knew earlier on in the week that it was a probability that he was going to have to play, and he did exactly what we knew he'd do. He went out there, he was solid all over the ice. He did everything he could to battle, to help his line mates. He played with Bobby and Cowles up there, and he wants to win just as much as the rest of us. That's why he's here, and if that means putting your kit on to play every now and then, he's willing to do that, because he knows that tonight we were desperate.
It's going to be another tough one tomorrow, back on the road to Peterborough, revisiting where you won in overtime last week. It's going to be a different game though, isn't it, tomorrow?
I'd like to see improvements from last week. I think the first period and a half last week, we sort of had continued on from what we'd built on Saturday night. And in the third period, we made a couple of really pretty basic mistakes, and they became costly. And all of a sudden, in a rink like that, we know anyone who's been around this sort of league for a while knows that that's a huge momentum rink, and we allowed that momentum to go back to Peterborough, and we almost paid the price. It was a game that counted for nothing, but it does count for something, because it's a game where you want to see a performance. It's a game where you want guys to get legs under them, and tomorrow we're playing for points, so we want to see much more of what we saw early in the game last week and much less of what we saw late on.
Brilliant. Well, Cliff, thanks as always for speaking to us. Go well tomorrow.
Cheers, Chris.
Well, many thanks as always to both head coaches for catching up with us after the game. Don't forget, it's Sunday action next week. It's a 5:30 face-off here at the Milton Keynes Arena. Basingstoke Bisons are in town in Cup action. We'll see you there. Take care.